welcome back to the Fiesta build. Today we're going to do some of the smaller bits that we've got to get done, and let's get right into it. Right, so as you can see in there, we've just rewrapped and routed the wastegate because we'd put the wastegate on, but the pipe weren't on to run down the screamer pipe. So we've got that fitted up. Got the K&N filter back on, got the scuttle panel in, wipers on. So this is pretty much the engine bay buttoned up. Today we're going to fit the seat, as you can see in there. Going to fit the seat, handbrake and bleed the clutch. And if there's any other little bits we can sort of get on whilst we're in the process, then we'll get on with that. So yeah. Right, so in the last video we swapped over the new suspension, and now we're going to raise it up a bit because let it settle over the last few days and realise it's too low. So we've got to raise it, and with these softer springs we definitely need a lot more travel, so we need some more ground clearance. So just going to raise it up. I think we're doing an inch on each side, so yeah, just go on with that now. So again, you can see here just using the special tools. I believe they're called C clamps, something like that, to raise the suspension up. It's quite difficult to do because obviously you've got the weight of the spring, but it's just a bit sort of 10 minutes each side or whatever. But yeah, I thought it's definitely worth doing now, and as you can see here, I've raised it so it's 1.5 inches from the bottom. So done that side. Now we're going to get on with the other side, do the same thing, but won't record that because obviously it's just a repeat, and I'll show you the final product right now. Same for the other side, so let's get it buttoned up. Right, so same again with the rear of the car, raise that up, and now we're moving on to cutting out some plastic to cover the engine bay, seal that off. So I'll do some explaining in this video, so I'll leave it here. Right, so here we're just cutting out some plastic to block some of the dirt and mud that comes through from the front of the car into the engine bay. Because we went to Langley Park September last year, and the engine bay has never recovered since, so we thought let's just sort of make it right, seal it off as best we can, and then obviously hopefully it will minimise the amount of mud and dirt and stuff that gets into it. So we've just measured up for the front panel around the intercooler, the rough dimensions. So I'm going to cut that out from the plastic we've got. Then I'm going to mount it on, and I've got to cut around the intercooler, which we'll get on to next. But let's just get this bit marked out and then cut out. Now again, obviously this is quite a time consuming process, so I've sped it up because it's not that enjoyable to just watch me and Lifetime doing it, because it did take quite a long time to measure, check, and then obviously get straight lines and all of that. But it's worth including just to show how we did it, and obviously we'll soon see how effective it was once we get the car out for testing.
Again, now we're going to try it on the car, and here we're going to then mark around the intercooler so we know where to cut out.
Probably should have, but you might actually, like I before, I left with this, you just got to hit down. That's it. Sorry. If you saw it, it's not offset. Yeah, everything is that full sit out as well, but I think you can fit it, we'll get a hurdle set, it's like you do something different. Right, I will say, probably on the positive.
Right, so we just trimmed around the intercooler mounts and all of that. So let's try it in place and see how it looks.
This is what it's going to look like, and let's just angle it down. So it sort of covers around the bottom block of the intercooler and hopefully minimise the sort of dirt that gets through the bottom of the bumper. So I'm going to get some speed screws now, screw that in, should be pretty good.
Right, so it fits all good now, so going to get some screws in it just to hold it in. Obviously this is more function over form, so you're not going to see any of this anyway with the bumper on, but it does serve a purpose. So just going to fix it in with some speed screws, and means it can come out easy enough and be put back in easy enough when it needs to be cleaned and stuff.
The next stage is going to be using this rubber here. We are going to now seal off the top part. So it's going to go in somewhere like this. We've just got to cut it around the intercooler and cut it to size. So let's get on that. 8 inches. Actually go through here, so go 10 inches, so we can drop it down into. Yeah, good. Just going to start cutting this bar. I'm going to seal this bit off underneath here as well. So.
What, with the rubber?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that can just hang down to that level.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Hangs
I've just
over
got
the
to cut
rubber.
through it. Yeah. So 10 inches by about 5. So we'll cut the.
So as you can see, obviously it isn't perfect, but we've got rubber in here protecting that, rubber on that side, so it should stop the grit coming in here, so you can actually see around the intercooler now it is sealed off, so it should work. And well, the results will be evident once we test it in a couple of weeks' time.
So how we just mounted the mobile strap, just make it look roughly here, forward out, so we're going to get on that, and then I'm going to
So Dad's grinding the area up where he's going to weld to for the tow bar strap, and I'm just on the other side of the car working out for these side pieces to seal the engine bay off. I'm just cracking on with that now as well. So yeah, it's sort of dual effort here, just full steam ahead really. So we've got both sides cut out, and we've seam sealed some of the like holes and bits where dirt and muck can get in. Speed screwed these covers over. The other one is there, so we're going to go and get on and do the other side now, but it's already looking better. Obviously the front is now sealed off. The next one will be to do the difficult bits, which is underneath there, in here where the engine mounts sort of lie, and then eventually underneath, but that will be a job for another day because we need to get the sump guard up and then work around that and see what space we've got. So that will be the difficult bit, but these will certainly help anyway from all the stuff coming in where the wheels are spinning and all of that. So yeah, we'll crack on. So we've now sealed both sides. Let's tidy it up a bit as well and put a bit of seam seal around it, so hopefully it avoids any water and dirt getting into the engine bay. We're just going to bleed the handbrake up. So I'm going to put some fluid into the reservoir, and then we're going to bleed it out from the back because it's on separate calipers. So there we go. Just let that settle. Right, now unfortunately, this did not go to plan. As you'll soon see, we discovered a leak in caliper, which these are all brand new, so it's a bit of a shame, but it's what it is. It looks like they missed a seal in the actual caliper itself. So Dad tried making a new one up himself, but it didn't work. So we're going to look into potentially a seal kit for the caliper, or we're going to have to buy a new one. So not ideal, obviously, but it is what it is. So we couldn't finish bleeding this, but I thought I'd just include it anyway, just to show you what we got done anyway. It did actually start coming up because the other one had bled up, so there was still feeling it. So it did work, but just not how we wanted to.
Down. Up. Oh, great. It's used it all again. Yeah. There's definitely not a leak in here. Ready? Back. Let me just check the fluid. Yeah, because it's already dropped all the way down. Right, bumping it. Oh, yeah, it's getting tight now. Got a leak. Yeah. I think it's on my side.
Right, so we're going to finish the video off. Dad had to do some modification to the floor, strengthen it up for the 4-link. So we just shuts in again where he put the new piece of metal in, gone a bit thicker so it actually can hold the force from the 4-link bars. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is pretty much it, to be fair. It's been a pretty productive day. We've had a issue with one of the handbrake calipers, and unfortunately it looks like we're going to have to get a new one of them, because weirdly when it was built there was no seal put in between like the joining bit for the caliper, so it's annoying, but we're going to have to get a new one of them, and then we're going to get that fitted, bleed the handbrake up and all that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.